Hello, and welcome. I want to say thank you for taking the time to stop by and listen to my podcast. If it's your first time here, welcome, and I hope that this is your cup of tea. And if not, then please feel free to mention it to whoever's cup of tea it might be. If you are returning, thank you for returning. I would also like to know why you have returned. What has made you come back to this podcast? What am I doing right, in other words? If you want to tell me what I'm doing wrong too, I'll take that criticism as well, not a problem. Full disclosure, I don't know if it's allergies or what, but I'm apologize for my nose. It's doing its own thing, and all I can do is ride the wave that it rides. That's about it. So I decided to take a second, since I'm literally laying in bed next to Stankadoodle, who fell asleep. She rarely takes a nap nowadays, but she fell asleep, and I'm not used to the downtime like that because she doesn't do it. And mind you, haven't been able to get back to picking up hours so that I can start bringing in some income because of the anxiety and the panic attacks because of our situation. So that's just been a little bit difficult for me. Also, with that being said, I ran off to the store real quick, and then Delano was occupied in the front watching TV. So I just figured, you know what? Nice little quiet downtime. Let me share it with I don't understand French. Every time this person inboxes me, it's the same thing. And he's been inboxing me on and off for 2 years. And it's always a one-sided conversation because I don't know French. And honestly speaking, I don't even think I have the patience to use Google Translation. But anyways, back to you guys. I am focused on you guys. Ding, 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 ding. It's all about y'all. No, let me stop. So I've been doing a lot of thinking, and it's a good and a bad thing. But I'm trying to really figure out how to get myself out of this situation without fully mentally breaking down completely. I still don't have a solution, but again, I use all these other avenues to help me cope with everything. Pod, YouTube, the FB, the IG, my blog, which I have 3 articles I've started, and I've yet to finish and complete them. Every time I start to write those articles, so much feeling and emotion starts to flood in that I'm nah, I'm gonna have to record this. And then I forget to do the recording for the YouTube channel. Right? Really, Lynette? Seriously? Where did they do that at? Wait a minute, hold on. Right here. Don't look no further. You're listening to her. Shake my head. Don't worry, y'all. I will get my life organized again. This is not me on a regular. I usually am very, very organized, have all my ish together. But these have been some trying years. These have been some very trying years, and I've been rolling with the punches, but I am planning on seeing, you know what? I have been rolling long enough, and I think I am ready to fight back. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about that. And that's where you guys come in at. So, well, you guys really, yeah, you do come in on it, but you don't. So this part, I don't know, whatever. Y'all take what y'all take from it. And whatever's not yours, just put it right back down. So, in my IG for single parent mental illness, I hit up a couple of influencers or public figures that I follow, and I put a nice little message. I'm not looking for anybody to donate any money. That's not what the message says, but I'm not looking for anybody to donate any money. I'm not looking for like any of that. I'm just looking for a mentor that can help me get this awareness out there. Help me create this support group, or like mentor me who already has like, similar experience, but not pay for it, because I am broke. And I understand everyone has to make their money, and that is why like I would not approach a person who's making their coins as an influencer and say, hey, can I get your assistance? Because that's how you make your coins. But I was bold, baby, because I felt brave and bold, okay? And beautiful. Let me stop. But I felt brave and bold, and I ended up hitting Tyrese and a couple of, Taji and, a couple of people that I know that are advocating for mental health illness. And just shot a little quick explanation, kind of like, my situation and what I'm trying to accomplish. And then I sent them the link to all of my social networks. I'm not asking for anybody, like I said, to like, be like, oh my God, this woman, she's going through this, she's going through that. Let's give her this, let's give her that. And then my world becomes Mary Poppins. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Because at the end of the day, the money that Mary Poppins will give, it's going to go away. And then there's still going to be the same issues financially and everything else. No, that's not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is shoot me in the right direction, mentor me in the sense of like, give me some exposure. You're already up there. Your name is already known. Like, I'm not asking for your money. I know you have your coins. If I really cared about that, it could be like, hey, Tyrese, my man, you have all this money. You got 2 kids. You feel me? Like, I know you just, you got divorced and all this other good stuff, and single life is not what you thought it was going to be. Like, I could be like these other people trying to say, hey, I have this sob story. Give me your money. No, that's not what I'm looking for. In the long haul, I want to help others. Yes, I'm going through my own storm right now, and my situation requires something that I am not able to provide at this current moment, which is coins, due to the panic attacks and my son and everything else. So that's my current situation right now. Am I asking for you to listen to go, oh my God, I feel so sorry for her. Let me go click on her GoFundMe page, or let me send her some money. No, I'm not asking for all of that. If you can, hey, by all means, it's welcome. I greatly appreciate it. I know the right now needs to be solved, and I am not expecting for anyone that's listening to be the one to actually solve it. But I am in hopes and expecting that those who are listening will be the solution for the long-term financial aspect and for the long-term support. So you may not be able to give me a penny today because you don't have a penny to give. But that share, that like, that comment, that subscribe, in Twitter's case, the retweet, whatever, all of it builds the awareness that I'm trying to bring to my type of situation when it comes to the mental health illness. Also, the awareness to bring how mental health does not really have their ish together. And how the support really is not a support, and much less for those in my situation. I want to build a foundation, a family. I don't want to be just another support group that you go to and go, hey, my name is, and I'm a struggling, what? Huh? Oh, sorry, that was my son. I'm a struggling this, or I'm a struggling that. No, I want a support group where... Was he talking to me? I don't know if y'all can hear him, but he does talk to himself and make the noises, and like, so sometimes I don't know if he's talking to me or if it's his autism that's kicked in and sorry, he's talking to whoever in his own world. Sometimes I don't know if I should say something, because sometimes he gets irritated because I said something, and he'll be like, I wasn't talking to you, and that triggers me, and then we have a whole world war started. So sometimes I just stay quiet. There's just no point in starting a whole another war that just gets the migraines going. And I ran out of Motrin 800s, and I didn't get my text saying that it's been filled yet, so I'm not sure it's ready. I might have to call them soon. Plus, we don't have a car anyways, so I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get it. My case manager's probably not gonna come back till Monday, and I'm just praying that the migraines don't get any worse from here to there. But these healthcare providers don't know what it's like to live like us. I mean, they know the symptoms. Everybody knows the symptoms if you really pay attention. I mean, it's not rocket science to figure that out. But it's like, what are you really genuinely doing to actually help us get on our feet? To actually help us stay on our feet? Because there's one thing if you're constantly building that person up and helping them on their feet, when you could easily just build them up to where that foundation is so solid and strong, they can stay on their feet. I mean, you're still going to get paid. Economy is still going to make their coins. We're still going to need medication. No matter how stable we get, this is for life. It may be dormant. It may stay asleep. And never ever, which is the same thing as dormant, but I saw another word in my head, but my mouth said dormant instead, so I apologize. But it may just decide, like, oh, okay, I feel satisfied enough where I don't feel like I have to make all this ruckus, and I don't feel like I have to be heard for this aspect because I'm satisfied. I mean, but it doesn't, why am I saying so many I means? It doesn't necessarily mean that it may not come back in 10 years, for the simple fact that some of us who suffer from these situations, it's genetics. So certain scenarios can trigger it, which is why we end up having so many up and downs, up and downs, up and downs. Now, for those whose scenarios and situations can cause their depression, can cause their anxiety, their up and downs are so different from our up and downs. And their triggers are so different from our triggers. So, like, you can't bottle up mental illness, mental health, and into one bottle and go, you guys are all the same cookie cutters. So everybody's need for assistance, therapy, whatever services can't be the same, because oh my God, my brain is going faster than my mouth. I'm sorry, you guys. This is like a topic that I'm really passionate about, and it's clear that like my brain is yelling for me to say these things so fast, but I'm trying to not say them fast, because if I do, then the Puerto Ricanness will kick in and I'll start talking really fast, and then I'll start switching to Spanish, back English. The Spanglish will really kick in, and I'll be like talking at 50 miles per hour, and it's not going to be a relaxing podcast for y'all to listen to while I'm providing you with information. So it's going to defeat the whole entire purpose of trying to have the mellow mood right now while there's no kids to really like intervene it. So my apologies. You know what? I take that back. I am no longer going to apologize. And I've been trying to remind myself of this, but I have been forgetting it. I am no longer going to apologize for what makes me me because of my condition. If it's not something that makes you comfortable, or it's not how it should be in your eyes, then I apologize for that aspect. Or if it's something that irritates you, because we all have our pet peeves, I have no problem apologizing for that aspect. But I'm not going to apologize for it occurring because it is part of me. You know, my condition is me. My condition is not me. I am my condition. So it is what makes me me. All I can say is roll with me or don't roll with me. But I mean, I'm not going to ask you to change who you are. So you can't expect me to change who I am. And that's the problem. Nobody in this world wants to accept anybody for who they genuinely are. We only want to accept what the world tells us is acceptable. And that's not okay. And it's back into that bottle situation and cookie cutters. Like, we're not all the same. We're all individuals. And that's what makes us human. And that's what makes us have feelings. And that's what makes the world go round. You know, yes, I know it says in the Bible that we're all made in God's image. But really sit down and think about that. If we were genuinely made in God's image, then God is a beautiful, beautiful person that has like no color, has like no features, because we are all unique. So it's like saying, hey, look in the mirror. You are God. Please do not run with that and think that you are a God. I'm not saying it in that sense of the word. But really sit down and think about that, like for real. All the things that make each and every one of us so different. The freckles, the eyes, the eyelashes, the eyebrows, the lips, the cheekbones, the jawline, your ears, your hairline, your teeth, your tongue. Like, there's so many things. It's okay, Papa, lay down. It's okay, baby, lay down. Mommy's right here. Lay down, Boo-Boo. Boo-Boo, lay down. You want me to rub your hand? You want me to rub your hand? What's wrong, baby? You got a cramp? Oh, I'm sorry. Here, I'm rubbing it, okay? Lay down. It's okay, my princess. You're okay. Mommy's right here with you. You're okay, baby. I love you, Boo. It's okay, baby girl. Alright, sorry, y'all. I just don't want her to wake up because I know she's still tired. And hold on. Okay, I think she's done moving. Nope, I was wrong. If I move you guys over here, she can get more comfortable and not wake up. Okay. So, yeah, like, I get real passionate and I don't want to scare anybody or anything like that. So, okay, I think I'm gonna pause this one right here because if I just got back, Delano just walked in and it's not a video, baby, it's the podcast.
I know, bye everybody.
So yeah, so on that note, I'm just gonna do a little intermission. I said intervention in the last one, didn't I? I apologize for my lack of intelligence on that moment. Oh, it looks like Peppa's not coming in here right now. Oh, but my iced coffee's coming. Oh, but if I put you guys on my chest, You're going to hear a lyrical snore, though. I'm not going to do that because then it's going to take away from the calm ambience. So I will take a break. And I hope to be back soon. Grand Risings. It is 7:53 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, the next day. And even though I told myself I was not going to be apologizing, I was supposed to finish this episode yesterday, but unfortunately, my children had other plans. So right now I do have Stinkadoodle and Bev off sleep. So if y'all hear some snoring in the background, it's my two girls. Donald's awake. He's trying to get the TV to work. For some reason, it doesn't want to pick up the Wi-Fi. But as long as he's occupied, I'll be able to try to wrap this up. So obviously, the momentum of what my original message was about is like not here because this is like hours and hours later. But I do hope that the little bit of information that, or conversation I had on the beginning of the clip has got you thinking some. Now, hold on, I gotta sneeze. Okay. I really have not been feeling good, and this level of stress is not helping me out. I'm going to attempt to try to make it to work today. Well, try to pick some hours so that I could go to work today before I lose this contract, and then I really have no income coming in officially all the way. But I had originally started this podcast this session, this episode, with one intention, and somehow when I was listening to it just now, I realized I went somewhere else. That's the one thing I kind of love and dislike about me. I can start with, oh man, I think I should share this, or I should share that, or I'm sorry, I'm still extremely tired. I'm not getting much sleep. But I started this with I want to share about this, I want to talk about that, and then once I get into it, it's my mental health part of me kicks in and wants to express so much, and I kind of feel I guess it feels like I don't listen to it. You know what I mean? I don't know, it's hard to explain. And then I'm sorry, y'all, but I think I'm seeing something, and I'm trying to make sure that what I'm seeing is not what I'm seeing, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I'm really not 100% sure, but I think I am. Sorry, y'all, I get so sidetracked, it's not even funny. But, my nose is still acting up, so I'm definitely still apologizing for that. But, I didn't even really drink yesterday. Look at that, my cup is not even halfway empty. I'm not eating, I'm not drinking. Oh, man, and I get dehydrated quick due to the surgery. It did? It worked? Okay, great. Sorry, I didn't want to be loud, y'all. So anyways, let me stop sidetracking myself. I don't know why I do this. I mean, I know why I do this because it's part of who I am. And at the same time, I kind of feel like I'm giving you guys a first-hand experience inside my brain. Bro, what's up with all these freaking baby roaches? I'm sorry, sidetracked again. Okay, Leonard, I was just saying sidetracked. And then you allow yourself to get sidetracked. Back to my original point. I'm going to close my eyes so that hopefully I do not get sidetracked. I had originally created the podcast, yes, because, it was quiet, it was calm, collective, nobody was around being loud. So I figured it was a good time to sit down and break bad with you guys, but sorry, I'm just, my nose keeps tripping. Oh my gosh. This is, going to be, a bad episode, and I'm just going to really have to apologize. But with my life, we take the good and the bad. Because the bad is still who we are. So, if I have to take the good and the bad, why should I edit it and make it clean? Because then I'm making my life seem perfect when it's not. I don't want to give y'all a cookie cutter image of everything is all good. If it's not good, if it's good, then awesome. But if I'm going to show you the good, I might as well show you all the bad as well. Because, what's the point of this then? What's the point of me doing a podcast or YouTube, my blog, whatever, if I'm not being transparent and showing the good with the bad? Maybe I should just show the good, because mental health already has a bad rap. But then I feel like I'd be lying, and I'm not a liar, so yeah, that's not gonna work. And I'm having this conversation internally in my head while saying it out loud to you guys as well. Again, welcome to my world. But back to my original thing, so I can end this podcast and post it, because I just feel like this one's gonna keep going round and round. The original momentum of this one is gone, and that's why I don't like when I can't finish my stuff at the moment of what I'm doing it. And that's another reason why I don't like planning anything out, because it takes away from the genuineness of me, in other words, and us, because it isn't just my life, it's my kids' life as well. Yesterday, I went on my Instagram for single parent mental illness. And like I had said before, I took a couple of people and I sent those messages. Now, there was one person who did actually respond. He's I didn't like watching his videos. I think his videos are very interesting. I like the way he dances. But I did get a response. Now, I don't know. Probably it's the bipolar in me, I swear. Or it's I don't know. It's either the bipolar in me. I've still been trying to figure this out after 41 years. I don't know if it's the bipolar. I don't know if it's the depression or the PTSD or my worthless feeling that I always have. Why are there fruit flies? Oh my gosh, this is why I need to get out of here. Lord, please help me to hold on. Oh my gosh, please help me to hold on. Throughout all my podcasts, whenever anything goes on, I get triggered, or I'm getting triggered, or something is going to trigger me, I will have to chill for a second, repeat to myself whatever it is I need to repeat to myself to make sure that I understand that I'm okay, before I can continue. So that is why. And after everybody gets to know me, I won't have to keep explaining and repeating, and it won't be redundant. But until everybody gets to understand how I function, I'll explain, not a problem. I'd rather be understood than misunderstood, because I'm so tired of being misunderstood. But I don't know, like I said, I don't know which part of me is, because I still have not been able to figure this out. I don't know if it's because of my childhood and you know, the type of childhood that I had, but I don't do good with, I don't want to say it's rejection, because it's not necessarily rejection, because you can tell me no and I'm cool with it, but it's the fear of stepping off that ledge, reaching out, or even asking, whether it be in a sense of asking for help or money or whatever. If I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone and I'm literally like shaking in my boots and I'm doing it, the fear of like the unknown of it is so drastic, it can literally trigger like a whole entire episode for me. So I'm not good with that. So whenever I do anything to get out of my comfort zone, pertaining to these, it is like really difficult for me, because like the anxiety, oh my god, they're gonna think I'm crazy, like, but I know I'm crazy, so I'm okay with that, but it's still there, like, I don't know, it's weird. So I took like 6 or 7 people, whatever, who I thought, who I was hoping would respond back, I guess, because I was kind of looking for a mentor. Like I was saying before, I know everybody has to make their own money, don't get me wrong, I definitely do understand that, and I know that she looks so pretty in that dress. Aww, I so love it. Sorry, y'all. I was on my Instagram because I wanted to really actually tell y'all what I wrote. I didn't want to just tell you what I thought I wrote and then it just not be it. I wanted to legit tell you what I wrote. But I was, when I opened it up, the first thing on my news feed is Living with Lilac. I love that page. She so cute. She's like so adorable. She has autism, but she's not high functioning like Delano is, because her speech isn't as good, but just her smiles is like, oh my god, it's just so amazing. But anyways, so I sent him a message, right? The same message I sent to like everybody. I was like, Grand Risings, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, sending this DM. I'm looking to see if you wouldn't mind checking my story out. I'm looking to bring awareness to mental health when it comes to my situation. I'm looking to build a family that can help each other. I have a podcast and a YouTube channel in hopes of bringing awareness and providing income as well for my children. I'm a single mom. I'm 41 years old. I have PTSD, bipolar, depression, anxiety, suicidal, plus OCD, etc. My oldest, she's 18 and a high-functioning autistic, bipolar, suicidal, ADHD, depression, etc. My son is 12. He's also a high-functioning autistic, ODD, ADHD, ADD, depression, bipolar, etc. My soon-to-be 3 in May is the only one as of yet who has nothing going on. It's a struggle, especially with no support system, no family, and no actual groups in my area that can help. I created all of this to help me from giving up and committing suicide while helping others as well. I would appreciate your mentoring. So when I ended it like that, I was kind of hoping, I mean, I know I'm coming out, what is up with all these damn fruit flies? Like, I know I'm coming out of my comfort zone, and I know, like, I'm not asking for them to give me money. I'm not asking for them, like, it's just, if I'm asking for a mentorship, it's like, give me some pointers. That's free. Like, your job is not to be a, I gotta love her. But she doesn't get it. Oh my gosh, she just doesn't get it. Sorry, I was reading a text that came in. This is the one frustrating thing about my situation. I know that those that I do have in my corner, like, are legit in my corner. They just don't get it. Like, it's not so simple. But anyway, so I sent that out. And I sent it with my link tree that has all of, like, my social networks. And this is what I got in response back. I mean, I got a little mad, a little irritated, because granted, I am asking from you to mentorship, or hell, even a follow back would have been great. Like, I couldn't even get that. Like, I didn't even get a follow back. Like, are you kidding me? Like, it's the point that I want to unfollow you right now. But anyways, I was like, this is what they wrote back. Good morning. I know sometimes life can be tough and situations can be hard. And then he put good morning in one word instead of spacing it out. But anyways, but in whatever you do in love, you should take it on no matter how hard the challenges are. What do you think I have been doing? I've lasted 41 years, and my oldest is 18. What do you think I've been doing? Taking the challenges on. But there's also one thing that we have to realize. We, as humans, need to know that when we need help, we need to learn to ask for it and not be afraid to ask for it. But like always, here in the United States, and here with Americans, because I'm sorry, I feel like when islanders are together, I don't care what island you're coming from, we stick by each other. We do have each other's backs. Like, my cousin, who I have not spoken to for years from PR, just sent us $50 so we were actually able to get food last night. Like, I haven't spoken to them. My daughter happened to have her on her page and hit her up, and then she sent 50, which allowed us to be able to get something to eat. Like, none of this extra stuff. Like, come on, yo. But anyways, the greatest gift, and then he didn't spell gift right. He wrote gift, Gife. Anyone could have is being able to wake up in the morning and seeing the smiles on loved ones. Thanks for the reminder that I am not seeing smiles in reality on my kids' faces because we're living in a roach-infested apartment. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for pointing out yet another thing for my mind to focus on. Awesome. Fantastic. You can tell that this person has so much experience with mental health issues because I swear my previous message said that I am suicidal. So you have literally just co-signed my death notice if I was not stronger than what I am right now. Like, are you... People don't watch what they say. Like, if you didn't want to help, just say, like, I'm sorry for the situation that you're in, but there's nothing that I can genuinely do for you. Just keep on, keep trying. I don't know. Follow me back if you really couldn't do anything. Like, give me a shout out. That shit is free. No, it's not. I forgot. Y'all all have to make money on everything. God forbid we boost each other up. Like, I understand money has to be made. I'm not making anybody pay for me to give them my crazy ass experiences so that they don't. Yeah, listen, whatever. Lynette, stop before you keep going. If you're bipolar, really about to go in. Where did we leave off at? People are what motivate me. People like. So I'm guessing he meant to say people's likes are what motivate me to do better and give me the energy to strive for greater. Now, I'm going to pause right there, even though that's not the end of the sentence. So, I have 61 followers on this Instagram page. And for some particular reason, I get no likes in reality. Like, no likes on my YouTube channel. No likes in reality. I get likes on Instagram. It's just the follow backs. I understand my situation is not for everybody. I got that. Like, boo, trust me, I know that. Like, I don't want everybody to be in my situation. I don't even want to be in my own situation. But where's the support at? You have a person standing in front of a camera, sitting whatever it is that I'm doing at the moment that I'm having a meltdown. Or even on this podcast, literally saying, matter of fact, let me just be a little more transparent because apparently nobody gets it. I, Lynette Hernandez, am at the ledge. And any wind, any itch, anything can jump me off that ledge. That's where I am. And nobody else has noticed. Nobody, not even my close friends, have noticed that me going social for somebody who's always been closed in, private, being this social about things that I'm dealing with should let you know how close to the edge I am. Then we wonder why so many people commit suicide in America. Do we really listen to them? Do we really do anything to try to help them? Yes, this is not your problem. Yes, you did not place me and my kids in a roach-infested apartment. I did. It wasn't roach-infested at the time. I did. And yes, I need to get myself out of the situation somehow. But unfortunately, I am human. And I have to admit this to myself and everybody else. But the crazy part is, I felt so not accepted. And I feel so not... Can you lower that? Sorry, I was waiting for him to lower it. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I can. And I don't like his gamers because they be yelling, and that's a trigger for me. He don't understand it, man. But I'm a person. Like, I just don't know how much more how much more plain and simple I can explain this. I'm crying out for help, and nobody's picking up the phone. Nobody's picking up the phone. And this message by this person just pretty much proved that to me. Like, my phone line is dead. My phone really about to get cut off too, because I don't have the money to pay the bill. And my desire to keep on trucking is running out of gas. It's really running out of gas. Could have just liked my page back. Could have just gave me a shout out. That shout out would have gave me because I probably didn't offer to pay it. Man, listen, whatever, Lynette, shut up. Stop letting your mind race. 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 I like doing the podcast, but the only problem with the podcast is it can legit trigger me if I'm not cautious. When I'm doing the video, I get to watch my facial expressions, so I get to start catching myself prior to, and then switching it up if need be. But by doing the podcast, the majority of the time, I'm not gonna lie, I like just lay here with my eyes closed and I just talk to y'all, because I find it to be just so calming and so peaceful for me. I don't have to be rah-rah. I don't have to be like funny-go-lucky. I could just breathe. And if you hit stop, it's like, I don't know, whatever, shut up on that. We're sidetracking ourselves. So back to what we were reading. So I get no likes. So that was supposed to motivate me, but unfortunately it did not. All it did for a person like me, once again, which is why I always make it known what I have. But this is how much knowledge we Americans have. For a person like me, that right there, all it did was, bruh, let's go look at your likes. Wow. The motivation is so not there, because the likes are so not there. But thanks for the speech and the reminder of, damn, I'm even failing in social network. So I'm not only am I not succeeding right now as a mom. Okay, so let's just really go out here with this. Not only am I not succeeding as a mom right now, I'm also not protecting my kids. I'm also not providing them with things that we should be having. Like, you're just reminding me of all the things I'm trying to forget that will walk me completely off that ledge. Like, whatever. The reason why I'm doing this on a podcast right now is to hold myself accountable, to not allow my thoughts to get too dark while I'm doing this, to allow myself to process my frustration with this situation. If I keep reminding myself that I have somebody else listening while I'm going through this, it won't allow me to go too dark and be ready to jump off that ledge completely, because I don't think I'm going to be able to stop myself if I really take that route. I've been able to stop myself plenty of times before I decide to do something crazy. But with everything that's going on right now and the fact that I'm just a big-ass failure of a mom, that just makes everything 10 times harder. And then when you get rejected, it's like, wow, see, I knew there was something wrong with me. See, I knew there was a reason why that egg donor never really genuinely loved me. See, I knew there was a reason why people really never genuinely loved me. See, I knew there was something wrong with me. And I'm okay with that. And all my life, it's always one thing or another. And I always have to hear, like, are you really going through that? Or are you just making it up to get attention or to get sympathy or to get through that? No, man, I really just want to have so much attention that I'm putting myself in such a bad place on purpose when I'm trying to get myself out of it. But, yeah, so that's the only reason why I'm kind of doing this right now, because if I allow my brain to process this if I allow my brain to process this on its own, it's going to break me. So I opted to just do it on a podcast, because I obviously don't really like showing my emotions, and I obviously don't really like expressing them like that. So it's going to stop me from letting myself go, and being able to do that. So, anyways, people's likes are what motivates me to do better and give me the energy to strive for greater. So I'm able to change someone's life just by the simplest words. I'm sorry about how tough your situation is, but I do hope for nothing but success and greatness. Have a blessed day today. And remember to always stay positive. So, to not respond back in a really like jacked up way or come out like ungrateful or anything, because you did take the time out to respond back to my message, which you didn't have to, because nobody else did. And I didn't want to feel like I didn't want to seem like a whatever. So I responded back with, thank you, I appreciate you taking the time to respond, have a blessed day. What else can I say? Like, what else was there really for me to say? That's the same message that I sent to a few people, but he's the only one that responded back. And for that, you could have just not responded, because literally your message just like ripped me and cut me and added salt and alcohol to the wound that's already there. Like, you just reopened everything I was trying to close, so that I can get out this dark stage, so that I can get back on my feet. And it's like the universe is saying, dude, what's the point? You already know it. You're trying to get validation from people that don't even know you, from people that don't even care about you. For what? For what? At the end of the day, my kids are still hungry. I'm still hungry. We're still living in a roach-infested apartment. Bank account is still at zero. I did not mean to cry. the frustration level is just like so crazy. Oh my God. And I'm sorry, because the name of this podcast is Let's Vibe, and I sort of not vibe with you guys. But the whole point of this podcast was so I could digest that message originally. And because I was so calm yesterday when I started to do it, I wouldn't have felt as depressed as I am today at this moment. But I want to thank y'all for sticking it through with me. If y'all, listened to the end of the podcast. I hope y'all have an amazing day. And I hope y'all do know that. I don't even know what I was going to say. I hope y'all have an amazing day, though, like for real. And I hope y'all days are way better than mine, because apparently mine started off not so good. Whatever information you can take from this, great. Whatever you don't, you can leave it right there for the next person. Have a blessed day, y'all. Make it count. Happy Sunday, everybody.